never really understood the fact that gravity pushes us away. Walk away from it all. Should we just give up? We are the blind, we are the lost. Run from all the mistakes when we turn away. We are the blind, we are the lost. Gravity seems to lie when it pushes us all aside. We'd force out these stars. We're not the blind, we're not the lost. We're not the blind, we're not the lost. Walked on straight from my bed. We'll never look back. We're not the blind, we are the lost. That face the mistakes that we make. We won't turn away. We're not the blind, we're not the lost.
life we have chosen. We are the soldiers to a common war we fight, and to this passion of love we may fail and die. Slipping further, we're falling faster, you're growing stronger, lest I grow weaker than I know. You break me down and you make me surrender.
don't know what went wrong. I can't believe she's gone. I can't breathe now that you're gone. She's gone away to the city. She's gone away to the lights. She's gone away. She's gone away to the city. She's gone away to the lights. She's gone away. In the city of angels, the city of angels. You've gone away so far away. In the city of angels, the city of angels. You've gone away so far away from me.
Trying melatonin and different sleep aids, and nothing has worked for me. Nothing.
This stuff works.
And it's called cutscene.
This stuff just feels like I naturally am falling asleep.
And it's made for us gamers.
Trust me, from a streamer and gamer like myself, I know how hard it is. Cutscene helps the gears stop turning.
Oh my god, I feel like I'm drinking lemonade.
This actually also helps you put yourself into a routine.
This stuff has been such a game changer for me.
And then you just have a great night's sleep. And when I woke up the next day at 7 or whatever time it was, I just felt like I slept through the night.
This is not BS. This is legit clean stuff.
It's sugar-free, it's gluten-free, it's natural, it's vegan.
Love drinking it on my last game of the night.
Enough! Enough! It works! It works! It's good!
Alrighty, what is going on? What is going on, everyone? And welcome to the final race of the regular season here in the Truck Series, live at Kentucky. Very interesting track. It's kind of like Texas, but opposite. 3 and 4. It's gonna be your slower turn, less banking. 1 and 2. You can kind of go full throttle. If you ask me, Texas and Kentucky should both be torn down and rebuilt because I don't like the way they race it. But that's where we're at for the final race here in the regular season before we start our playoffs next week at Indy. So it should be interesting to see how these trucks do next week at Indy. I've never seen a race done there, but 60 laps of race tonight. Should be joined by Mr. Ricky Booby, or Booby Rafferty, here in a bit. We got qualifying on a roll. Let's go ahead and let's ride around with William Bozer, who has been on a tear lately. William Bozer got that win 2 weeks ago at Mid-Ohio. Was running fairly well last week at Auto Club. I think late race strategy might have got him there. I can't exactly remember where he finished at, but he was running pretty good there at Auto Club, I should say. I've actually ride on board here with Bozer for this lap. Let's pull up his dashboard. You can almost tell just by hearing it. 170 rolling around 1 and 2. And 3 and 4, you'll see it go down to about 150, I believe.
Right about there.
162. What's up, Ricky Bobby? I mean, Bobby Rafferty?
Yeah,
whichever you want to call me. That's good. I'll take it. Doing all right, man.
You still sore?
Aggravated at iRacing for breaking all of my beautiful paints that now I can't salvage.
Wait, what happened?
We got the new Ford Mustang and new Toyota in the Cup Series.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Oh, great.
So, painter's nightmare. So my beautiful cutscene car is no longer usable. Thankfully, I was able to salvage that.
How bad is the template difference? Is it horrible, like horrendous, if you tried to apply the old template onto the new one?
The front and rear bumper covers are completely different. Completely different. Nothing lines up.
Lovely.
Yeah, it's so much fun. But the cars look great. I gotta admit that. They look
at
great.
them. Anyways, so qualifying on still going on. I gotta ask you, you still feeling sore? Cause I sure the hell am.
No,
Oh my gosh.
I'm good. 176 laps in a GTP. I was a little bit tired, but it was more eye fatigue from being in VR than actual sore from, doing the turn left and right thing.
Nah, between
Don't
all 3 sessions, I did 420 some odd laps.
Yeah, that then I could see being sore because my leg was starting to cramp up a little bit. I'm not
No,
gonna lie, but I'm old.
my wrist, my right shoulder. For some reason, my groin muscles were really killing me, and I'm like, I get my wrist and shoulder, but I don't know
That
why my groin was killing me.
that sounds like your pedals are too far away from you, and you're using your leg more than you're using your ankle and your foot to press the pedal.
I have to because my steering wheel. I'm too fat for my steering wheel to sit where I need it to sit. So
Same,
I had to put my
same,
pedal farther away, so my steering wheel is not in my lap.
same. I'm having that same issue. Fat boy problems.
Oh yeah. Well, I think qualifying's
Well,
almost done. We got some
yeah,
people
about a
like
minute left to go. Spencer Dewsbury right now, top of the chart. Evan Ludi second, and Kevin Steen, which I think that's a new name to the league, sitting
He
in
was racing last
third.
week.
Last week, okay. I don't even
Yeah.
remember where we were last week.
Auto
We're at
Club.
Mid Ohio last week? Auto Club. That's what it was. That's what it was.
Yep, we go from a really good track like Auto Club to a track they just need to tear down. Well, they don't even race here no more. Period. That just proves how bad this track is. Just like Texas.
I don't know. See, I'm not a huge fan of Texas. I would take this place over Texas, but I would take almost any other track over either of those.
They're the same. You just swap the corners. They're the same.
Solid argument. Solid argument. Well, this place has less banking than Texas.
This Texas and Kentucky just tear them down, rebuild them. But no, they're gonna tear down a great track like Auto Club for a stupid Bristol Martinsville hybrid short track.
Is upset as I am about them tearing down Auto Club, I'm actually really excited to see what they come up with. High banked Martinsville sounds very, very interesting and sounds like it's going to be very close to my home track, IRL, Wall Stadium, with the exception of it'll be a half mile instead of 3/8. So I'm kind of interested to see what they say. Plus, we still have Michigan, so, close enough.
Yeah, you told me about the car, so I gotta update admin chat. Let's real quick. Give me a second. Alrighty. 60 laps of racing here. Let's go over your official starting lineup. I don't know why he keeps doing that. Go back. Starting off in that pole position, Spencer Dewsbury's been on an absolute tear as of late. Been running up front quite a bit. Won the race last week. Evan Looney, P2, Kevin Stain, Jeremy Medford, be row 2. Row 3, Justin Main, Adam Pettit. Row 4, Sam Gordon, Jared McCauley. Row 5, Nathan Penley, William Bozer. Kind of surprised see Bozer qualify all the way back there. He's been on a tear lately last couple weeks. Joe Ibarra and Joe Roberts. That'll be your row 12. Or should I say row Joe. Row 7, William Moore and Jeffrey Neely. Row 8, Sean Pointer and Brandon J. Price. Price Shaw's back there too.
Sean and Brady. Brady had an absolute burner in practice running a 489, and then Sean ran a 614, which wasn't as quicker than what I was able to put down in practice. But I think we're going to see those two guys from 15th and 16th work their way forward. So those two might be the show tonight. In all honesty.
And there's the rest of your starting lineup. Quite a few admins in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of them in here with me. 5. So those all those admins getting EOL. So move some of the drivers up towards the front. And should be interesting here. These trucks are usually pretty easy to drive, but Kentucky is a little bit technical for these trucks, especially turn 3. If you do not get in there right, it will plow tight on you in a hurry.
Absolutely, and it'll also chew up that right front. This, like you said, it's kind of a reverse Texas. Texas lulls you into that sense of security, like, hey, we're good. We could really carry a lot of momentum, and then you go down to the next corner and slaps you right across the face. Yeah, that's this place, and I think protecting that right front's going to be huge tonight.
Yeah, and me, I know I say I hate this track, but for some reason, Kentucky is the only oval I just naturally can save tires. I don't even have to try. Every other oval I have to try. Just something about this track, the way I race, this tire wear fits me perfectly. It was funny because it worked in Kentucky, but don't work in Texas, so. But I hate it.
There's some tracks where you got it figured out. There's other tracks where you're an absolute potato, and trust me, that's the same with everybody. I have plenty of tracks where I am an absolute potato at.
A fairly short race here tonight. Should be good on one pit stop. It might be pushing it.
60 laps. Let me grid up real quick and see what we were looking at for fuel. Fuel, we were looking at 29 laps. So I think they're going to need a caution after that first stop to be able to make it.
Don't you say that C word. Green flags out. We have about 24 out here tonight. Taking the green. Early on, Dewsbury and Looney going at it. Dewsbury going up high. Looney was right on that front bumper of Medford. Early on, I can already tell at low lines where you're going to want to be at. I see Adam Pettit out here. I don't think he usually races trucks. So kind of surprised to see Adam Pettit racing here tonight.
Yeah, Adam is a really, really, really good driver too. Be very interested to see what he could do in the truck series tonight. That's basically what I did 2 seasons ago.
Three wide back there.
Yes, they are.
Joe Roberts putting it 3 wide.
I got nothing.
All I gotta say is I'm not surprised.
You said it, not me. But no, that's basically what Adam's done this season. Is basically what I did. I kind of cherry picked a couple truck races, but focused mainly on the ARCA series because I enjoy the ARCA car more, and I think that's the same thing with Pettit as well.
And he's going to be the guy to really look out for in the ARCA series. I think it is going to be tough here in a couple weeks to beat Pettit. I don't see anybody else that I can put down on the paper as a surefire champion without problems, and that's going to be Pettit if you ask me.
Yeah, I think Pettit has an extremely, extremely good shot, but you also got to remember Sean is locked in.
Heck of a run.
Sean Pointer is locked in. He has really, really surprised me. Is coming from the dirt, running very, very minimal pavement races. I think he had maybe 3 pavement starts before joining the league, and joining late at that. And he's been getting quicker.
Penley and Joe door banging.
Go ahead and say it. Not surprised.
With those two, no. Not surprised with those two.
Where's Tony when I need him with the spicy?
Here comes Brady making his way through the field. Where is that 00 at? He's still trailing a little bit further back there.
Yeah, he's looks like he's just got about nowhere to go right now.
Dewsbury, though, still leading the
Got-
way. A little further back, you got Stain and May was going at it, but Stain got a really good runoff. I think may have gotten tight off at exit because that closed the bumper. He closed the back bumper, or the front bumper of Medford pretty quickly. And Eli's starting to drive away.
And I'm going to be interested to see, again, what the fall off is here tonight after about 15, 16 laps. If you're going to see the guys that really protected that front tire just start walking their way through the field like everyone else is tied to a stump.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't raced this track since they did the whole overhaul in the ovals. I know last time I raced here, 1 and 2. Oh, contact between Medford and Bosworth, and that's put Medford in the wall. No caution though. And Medford is not going to be a happy camper. Bosworth just got right into the back bumper. Medford, they're rolling through the corner.
Yes, he did. That was, I'll call a spade. That was a little aggressive for 7 laps into the race.
And we're taking a look at this once we get the right camera. There we go. I don't know. Maybe Medford checked up sooner than Bosworth thought he would. And Medford also did get a little bit. I think I got a little loose, but I may be wrong. Would not be surprised to see those two possibly banging doors later on here tonight.
Unfortunately for Medford, I think he's going to need a caution to get caught back up here. It's got pretty significant damage on that right front corner of the car, and that's not going to help the tight situation very much.
No,
Same thing with the right rear.
What I was trying to say before the contact is, last time I raced here, if I remember correctly, I think the 1 and 2 actually started having a highline work on older tires. I am actually surprised with this oval overhaul that they haven't tried almost contact again with the 47. They haven't tried to run that second or third lane in 1 and 2. Everyone's been kind of stuck to that yellow line.
And I'll tell you what, last night in the Xfinity race, Cody Riggs was actually one of the only ones to be able to make that low line in 1 and 2 work very effectively, even on old tires. I was really surprised because Kansas has always been high line dominant all the way around, and that's pretty much all you had.
I was about to say, I didn't think they were at Kentucky. I thought they were at the other K track.
Down Kansas. Did I say Kentucky? I may have.
Well, you started talking about the race last night, and I was like, they were at Kentucky last night, and then you said Kansas.
Kansas, yeah.
Actually, Jeremy Medford has entered pit lane.
Spicy in the chat. Just a little spicy.
And if you're Medford, I mean, so only thing that happened in the last 10 laps really was Bosworth sent it into 3 a little too hard, put Medford into the wall. Medford's now in pit lane, getting damage fixed. I don't know if
he's actually back out on the track right now. Unfortunately,
I'm just gonna put it
watching.
He has to be smart here because with next week starting the playoffs, I mean, you don't want to do anything that's gonna hurt your playoff chances. But he has to be smart what he's gonna do. I know he's frustrated, but I mean, it's not the right time to retaliate right now.
No, we saw the results of that this week. Not a good idea.
I saw what chat you're talking about getting spicy, and I accidentally did. Let's go see if he disconnected. I saw something. Other than
Really
that,
good racing going on through the field. We have from 11th through 8th place sitting here playing high-speed pace laps.
yeah, both are up 7 spots, running in third. You got a three-way battle for fourth back there between May, Stein, and McCauley. Aaron McCauley, haven't seen him in a couple weeks. He's out here racing. Pretty fast guy. Actually, fun fact, Davey, that's who was behind me at Martinsville at the NIS race.
Oh, is that who it
Yeah,
was?
that's who finished P2, yeah. So,
Ah.
I'm the one actually that brought him in the league, so kind of root for McCauley out here tonight, but
Kind of a proud sponsor moment for the league, huh? Isaac's the proud papa right now.
Heck yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, son.
And the thing about McCauley is he's really quick on old tires in these trucks, so he's just sitting behind 23 right now, kind of biting his time, waiting for those tires to get some wear on and make some passes as he's looking to the inside of the 23 now. And if you can't make it a one stop, I'm pretty sure you can, but if you can't, I wouldn't be surprised to start seeing people come in here in the next 2-3 laps and put this race into threes.
Yeah, I think, personally, I think that's the move. But you're taking a huge risk, right? Because if you do have that caution, you're going to be in trouble because once you pit, you're going a lap down. At that point, you almost got to hope that it's, as James Essex would say, PSG, please stay green.
Yeah, but I think we're to the point of the race, though, where everyone's going to kind of spread out, trying a little bit wearing on tires. I don't see a yellow flag unless it's coming off of pit lane. As Bothers looking to the inside of Looney, almost a little bit door banging there.
I say we get a caution now. It's your fault, not mine.
Both of it was going for the pass, but couldn't get it complete. He's going to fall back in line and go back here to McCauley. McCauley actually has passed both Penley and May recently, not working on Stein.
The bumper cars in the back there, right in front of Sean Pointer. No harm, no foul, though. Everybody keeps it going.
Yeah, and Sean's usually fast, but not really too surprised he's struggling on a track like this because this isn't your typical cookie cutter oval. This is a more technical mile-and-a-half track.
Absolutely. These are the tracks that I like. I like the weird, more technical tracks. As we have one pulling off into the pits, and that is Bosworth. So Bosworth is going to be your first taker onto pit lane on that two-stop strategy. We'll see if anybody else takes the bait and goes with them.
And I'm also wondering if anyone like further back in the pack that's had all this draft help has tried to save a little bit of fuel to make it on one stop. I mean, if I was racing, that'd be my strategy. Just try to stretch the fuel. Here comes Penley, Ludi, Stein staying out, McCauley staying out. Just two this time by. Interesting.
And again, if I'm one of the guys that's locked in, I'm more willing to take a chance here. Don't know if you, because I came in late, don't know if you went over the standings right now.
No, just because it's
going in.
It's confusing based on who qualified, who did it, based off stars and stuff like that. So we'll just wait till next week to get the overlay, figure out who's in the playoffs and who's not.
So as of right now, I can tell you for sure in the playoffs, we'll have, just off wins, we'll have Bosworth, Medford, Penley, Lucan, Dewsbury, May, Sean Pointer, Johnny Brugg, and that'll be it, because Bradley Brandon, although he has a win, he has only made 3 starts and we have not seen him. So he will unfortunately not be in the playoffs.
That'll be a little spicy there. Bosworth is going around Medford there. It's also looking at the gap he has on Dewsbury. Bosworth has he almost has a whole straightaway on Dewsbury just from pitting the lap early. Maybe his pit entry is really good as well. Yeah, Bosworth is flying right now.
So now that actually I'm looking at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So for anybody else to get locked into the playoffs here,
I think they would need a win because I think 8th place was quite ahead of.
Joe Robert will be in on points.
Yep.
Michael Ball will be in on points. Joe Abira will be in on points. And Sam Gordon will be in on points. He is currently sitting 7th. The next non-winning driver is Thomas Torre in 11th. And he is quite a ways back, so I think pretty much we have our playoff field set.
I don't think Torrey's in here tonight.
I don't think so. That's why I'm saying I think unless we get a new winner tonight, I think our playoff drivers are pretty much set for the Truck Series.
As Jared McCauley goes for the lead, lap 28 or 60. These guys only got to stretch it 3 more laps, and then they can make it a 1 stop.
Yes, they can.
Pettit's up there as well. May. Here comes Bosworth trying to get his lap back the hard way. Stein's coming into pit lane.
Looks like quite a few guys are actually going to be able to make it on the 1 stop. I'm very surprised about that. There's definitely some fuel conservation, but I'll guarantee you this time by, pit lane is going to be an extremely busy place.
Well, and that's one of the one thing I like about Kentucky. With 3 and 4 being the way it is really easy to save fuel around here. You just pop that clutch in, hit the brakes, and ride the clutch like you be off the throttle. You don't gotta change the way you drive or nothing. To really change your race speed, you just gotta hit the clutch. When you let off the gas,
Yep.
when you're ready to get back on the gas, pop the clutch out.
Well, we only have 3 in pit lane. Macaulay, May, and Price are on pit road right now. So as of right now, Hinton, Melton, Moore, Robert, and Pettit are all still out there on their original tank. It'll be interesting to see how far they can go, and it looks like quite a few more.
There's no way they can go over a lap.
Pettit, Robert, Moore, Melton, and Hinton all are in now, so we'll see where everybody cycles out here. And just remember, Bosworth and guys like Bosworth, Penley, I think Dewsbury are all gonna have to pit a second time.
Yeah, 'cause there's no way they're getting 48 laps on or 38 laps on the tank. No way.
No shot. Those guys are going to be praying for a caution.
Oh shoot, where was? There we go. Bother had the 4-second lead, and that was really built up between pitting a lap early and probably his pit entrance.
His pit entrance and the undercut, I'll guarantee you, is going to be huge at a track like this. Ludi did run almost a full 10th quicker. So did Penley, and Dewsbury actually the only one in the ones that last time by. Can't believe we're almost halfway done.
We are halfway done.
Or actually, yeah, we're past halfway done.
Well, we're halfway done. Let's go ahead and we got some free play racing. God, I hate being under the weather. Pit stops are complete. Let's go ahead and throw up our ads, and we'll be right back.
Trying melatonin and different sleep aids, and nothing has worked for me. Nothing.
This stuff works.
And it's called cutscene.
This stuff just feels like I naturally am falling asleep.
And it's made for us gamers.
Trust me, from a streamer and gamer like myself, I know how hard it is. Cutscene helps the gears stop turning.
Oh my god. I feel like I'm drinking lemonade.
This actually also helps you put yourself into a routine.
This stuff has been such a game changer for me.
And then you just have a great night's sleep. And when I woke up the next day at 7 or whatever time it was, I just felt like I slept through the night.
This is not BS. This is legit clean stuff.
It's sugar-free, it's gluten-free, it's natural, it's vegan.
Love drinking it on my last game of the night.
Enough! Enough! It works! It works! It's good!
That's
Alright,
why I
everyone,
came in here.
We're back. Bosworth still with a 3.3 second lead. Penley's actually closing that down. It was just under 4 seconds when we moved to the ads. Last time by, Penley almost 2/10 quicker. So Bosworth has that short run speed, but I think Penley really has this long run speed figured out this time by. Bosworth does a 31.64. Penley does a 31.44, so 2/10 quicker there. Penley is starting to chip away at that lead ever so slightly, down to 3 seconds now. These guys still both have to pit one more time. Everybody else, except for, actually, we'll pull it up real quick. Pull up the pit stop strategy, give you guys an idea. So, Bosworth, Penley, Looney, Dewsbury, and Pointer, and Ball, I do not have enough to make it to the end. The first guy that has enough to make it to the end without having to pit one more time would be Stein. As I think Pointer just came to pit lane, he did.
Yes, he did.
So Stein will be your first guy out there that can maybe make it on one lap. Pettit for sure can, because he stretched out that one extra lap, so definitely keep an eye on that 49 machine. When everyone's trying to get a little bit extra fuel saved, Pettit can be going 100% all the way around and not have to worry about running out of fuel. Well, McCauley might be playing it smart here, sitting right in the draft of that 49 machine, trying to save as much fuel as he can. Pettit's going to put it 3 wide around Ibarra and Jordan.
All things considered.
Oh, McCauley threaded the needle. Wow.
Yes, he did. These guys are putting on a phenomenal race tonight.
Oh, McCauley, be careful. I think what McCauley and Pettit are trying to do is I think they're trying to chase down Stein. If I remember correctly, Stein. I don't know if Stein has enough because
Ludi and Dewsbury are down pit road right now.
Yeah, and if I'm these guys who cannot make it on one more stop, or they cannot make it from here, they need one more stop, you need to pit now so you get those fresh tires put on as soon as possible. Start making up time to these guys who do not have to pit.
Absolutely. There's no question about it. I mean, you made your bet as Bosworth comes down. You made your bet when you decided to split it. So, and just looking here, they do have one extra set of tires, the guys that are going to on the 2-stop strategy.
I think Pettit just let McCauley by, and if he did, that is smart, because now Pettit can use McCauley to save fuel. This is like one of the races you don't really want to lead right now. You don't want that clean air. Oh no, here comes McCauley. He can't make it on fuel. Kind of surprised McCauley pitted that early because he was only out there for 11 laps.
This is going to get very, very interesting here.
Candy cannot make it from here. Pettit, Robert, Melton all pitted 11 laps ago. Moore pitted 11 laps ago. Hilton did. All those guys I just named off should be able to make it to the end. Brady hasn't pitted yet. I don't know why. There's no way heck Brady hasn't pitted yet. Justin May might be cutting it close because he had to pit a lap early. And you're burning about 3/10 a gallon, I think, here in the truck. About 3.2 gallons a lap. Or 0.32 gallons.
Yeah, sounds about right. You're under the weather, Isaac, and I got a cough that won't go away. We're winning right now.
It's because the damn weather in North Carolina is so bipolar. We literally went from 19 degrees this morning, or yesterday morning, and it's gonna be 71 degrees tomorrow. And I'm like, it's the best way to give someone a freaking cold.
I thought we were bad going from about 3 degrees last week to Friday. We're going to be in the 50s. Which is unheard of up here in upstate New York at this time of the year. Usually we're negative.
So, okay, and yeah, this is going to be interesting. Here's why. Bosford, he's back on the lead lap, 27 seconds down. Looney and Dewsbury both back on the lead lap. We got 16 to go, and if Pettit has a save, I think both of them can chase him down. Excuse me. Can chase him down. Right now, Bosford ran a second quicker than Pettit. Granted, he's on fresh tires. He is literally just pitted, but 16 to go.
Something?
It could be interesting.
I don't want to jinx him, but wouldn't it be something if Joe Robert, last race of the regular season, hasn't seen victory lane all season, and Joe is very, very good in the trucks, finally gets his first win of the season here?
Nah, Joe's gonna be like Matt Crafton. He can win a championship without winning a race.
Could be.
And Joe's closing on him.
Yes, he is.
But
He was about, let's see, let's take a
2/10
look at what
quicker.
the stopwatch does. Yeah.
But Pettit is very strategical in the way he races, so he could be just trying to save a little bit of fuel to have that little extra tenth of a gallon to really push it on that final lap. Because me and you both know Joe, he's usually not the one that is good on long run. He's a great short run and mid run guy, but long run Joe tends to fall off a little bit.
Yeah, but in fairness, Joe has gotten a lot better over the past 2 seasons on trying to be a little bit more patient and conserving his stuff. I will give the devil his due. Now, just looking at the stopwatch, I think it's going to be close. If Joe can keep up this pace, he'll be there on Pettit's back bumper at the end of this race. Now, that being said, is Pettit just being very conservative right now, and when Joe closes it up to about a second, that's when Pettit puts the hammer down and just says, see you later, bye-bye.
I mean, if I'm Pettit, and you know you're going to be cutting close on fuel, you got a 1/7 second gap. I would be doing everything I could to save that extra 2/10 a gallon that you would need for that final lap.
Oh, absolutely. Now, my question is, and I know you mentioned it before, but how many more laps in the tank does Joe have over Pettit?
They put it on the same lap.
Same lap, okay. It's going to be interesting, that's for sure. I like races like this, and we're going to be coming to 10 laps to go here. This one flew by tonight.
Because the other thing is, I'm thinking a good reason they can make that one extra lap is both Joe and Pettit, they were in the draft for most of that first stint. So they might be really cutting it close to the fuel here because they both really have clean air. Joe has a little bit of draft help from Stein when he was getting around him, but now Joe has nothing but clean air, really affecting that fuel mileage from that truck.
Joe is an absolute master of fuel mileage, though. Again, I got to give the devil his due on that. He hoodwinked the entire field a few times in the Xfinity Series. with fuel mileage and pit stop strategy. So I don't ever count out what Joe does anymore. I learned my lesson.
He's closed that gap. It's the second with 9 to go. I tell people all the time. People ask me how I'm so good at saving fuel. I'm like, SDK. SDK will tell you right then and there when you are running, with how you're running, how much off throttle you are giving the car, if you're clutching in, how many laps you can make it. So my little mathematical brain goes off. I'm like, all right, I can make it from here. We're good to go.
See, and I wish I could run SDK in VR, but I haven't figured it out exactly how to do it yet. I'm still torn when I build a new PC, if I'm buying a new VR headset, or if I'm gonna just splurge and go for triples.
I wonder if Pettit is saved right here.
He's got to be, because Joe just ran 4/10 quicker that lap. That being said, though, Pettit also was giving up the space to our two-stop trucks that were passing him, that finally are unlapping themselves the hard way.
Yeah, Joe's right there at his back bumper. So switch back to Joe. I was trying to see if Joe's saving fuel by any chance.
I got a feeling we're going to see Joe throw the kitchen sink at it, because I know he is really, really hungry for that win. It has bothered him quite a bit that, you know, this season he's a former Truck Series champion. He hasn't got that win. He's right there.
I think Pettit was just saving some tires. Pettit just kind of drove away there in 1 and 2.
Yeah, I think you may be right here.
Pettit got a little bit tight in 3 and 4, maybe. No? Yeah, that Pettit was saving fuel.
Let's see what the stopwatch says this time by. 32.7 to a 32.8. Joe's not letting him go, though. He's staying there. Actually, looks like he got a pretty good run off of 2 there. Not going to be able to, just not quite good enough to make the move. Another good run off of 4 and closing. Joe's going to look high. Maybe look for this crossover, or just drive right around the outside. Joe Robert is out to the front, new leader.
I gotta wonder if Pettit's low on fuel, because Joe made that path look really easy on all tires.
Yes, he did. And you got to remember, Joe's in a position right now because the top 8 that would go in, I think. Well, actually, no, he would just scored in on points anyway. But like I said, he definitely was hungry for that win. And to quote Jeremy, boy, we ain't never going to hear the end of this one. 2 to go.
2 to go, and the question is, will Joe have enough fuel to make it to the end?
Can we do 60 more? This one was too short. So Robert coming out of turn 4 to take the white flag. And driving away from Pettit. Gonna have no pressure.
Unless you start hearing that engine sputter. Right on board here, Joe. We'll know if he runs out.
I think Joe's good. Off of turn 4. And for the first time this season, your winner is Joe Robert. Second place, Pettit. Third, Melton. Fourth, Moore. And Brady Price, I called it, from 17th starting position, drives up through the field for a top 5. Good recovery by Bosworth as well, with the different pit strategy, pitting 2 times to come up to 7th. And I know it's not the result that he would have liked, but all things considered, I think a solid day for him as well.
I hate on fuel. He's out. Oh, maybe not. Joe, you can't get fuel and go out there and do donuts. I don't think you can.
Nope. He can't even move now.
It's like,
poor guy.
It's like Days of Thunder. Put the tires on! He just wham! That's all I think of, like when you run out of fuel and you're trying to get more fuel in your truck or car when you win a race. You're like, put the fuel in.
That's too funny.
All I'm saying is I am so glad my first race is until Thursday because I don't want to touch my rig right now. I'm tired of sitting on the damn thing.
Yeah, you got the Daytona 24s. You got the itis.
Well, between the Friday 5 p.m. session and then we did like, I don't know, 8-10 hours in the 7 a.m. one before. Because we double registered. We did 7 and 11 because we got wrecked in the 7 a.m. one. We went 4 laps down. Then we were trying to decide which session we want to stay with. So we kept racing the 7 a.m. one in case that's what we wanted to go to. But then we were also racing. Oh, it was just something I'm not going to do again. I don't mind doing 2 sessions, but 3? No. 400 laps? No. Nope. Mm-mm.
That's funny.
Nope. Just looking forward to Bathurst next month. Alright, still waiting for Mr. Melton. If he doesn't, we'll just do what we usually do and just go in reverse. Alrighty. We'll just go in reverse order.
And then
start off here with Mr. Joe. What is going on, Joe?
no, we're feeling good right now. Finally got the win this year. We're not going to be winless, so that's nice.
Yeah, you finally got that win. I know you were feeling a little down about it last week, coming oh so close to come out here to Kentucky. Surprisingly beat Pettit on long run, something hard to do. Pettit's usually very quick on that long run, unless he was just short on fuel. We'll figure that out here in a bit.
Yeah, he was short on fuel. He said that he was a little bit short, so he had to start really saving. I was saving throughout that entire run.
Gotcha. Well, new paint scheme. Maybe that paint scheme's some good luck fortune for you. As the first time running, you get your first win of the season. Get that momentum going into the playoffs. You're already pretty much locked in by points. I mean, there is no way you're going to miss playoffs off of points alone. I think you had like 100-something gap to ninth place. But you do get that win. You get some momentum going into next week at Indy, which should be interesting. I have never seen the trucks ran there, so I'm really interested to see how the racing goes there in these trucks.
Yeah, I mean, if I was to guess, I mean, it'll probably run like Pocono or one of those tracks. The thing I'm worried about is that it'll be like a real bad drafting track where like you'll get that arrow pushing the turns, but then you'll just pull so hard on the straight and really can't make or maintain anything. But It'll be interesting. I mean, I know I've done well in Indy before in Xfinity and ARCA, so I feel confident going in there, and we don't have to worry about there being Bobby in that race either because Bobby's just Bobby's the reason why I can't win at Indy.
Hey.
All right, man. Well, you got that win. You get going to the playoffs with some momentum in your favor. Everyone gets a fresh restart.
Yeah.
Everyone gets basically 0 points. I know you're gonna have like 4,000 something, but technically zero because everyone's on the same playing field, just like we're starting to see in a 4-race sprint. Gotta ask you, man, what race are you kind of dreading in the playoffs?
Homestead is the only one I'm not too big of a fan. I mean, I think I'm better at the track than I've I've gotten better at the track, but just looking at my record from trucks in last year, and I mean, I understand like we got a different we got a different group of guys, and I'll tell you, the truck season this year has been extremely competitive, extremely hard. I think I'm fine at Indy. I think I'm fine at Bristol. Want to continue the Bristol streak in the trucks, and then Charlotte. We did pretty good at their last time out too, but it's a entirely different group of guys, and there are guys there. I'd say there's at least 5 or 6 guys that I'd say that have a legitimate shot to win a championship.
All right.
So,
all right, man. Well, good luck in the playoffs these next 4 weeks, and
yeah, do I get my shout outs there?
No, you don't get no shout outs because you can do your shout outs tomorrow when you're broadcasting. Yeah, you get your shout outs.
Okay, well, shout out to Shenandoah Valley Racing. They had me as their guest in the VC today, and it was nice hanging out with them. Shout out to SBRN. They give me a job, but also get new to broadcast the race. So shout out to you and Bobby, and shout out to all the friends and family who watch. And we finally got the second win for Mirage. Mirage hasn't gotten a win since last year. I think only one win. So we got the second win from Mirage. So Ethan's going to be happy about that. And shout out to Joe and all back. I don't know where he is, but yeah, hopefully he'll be back with us soon. Love racing with him and look forward to having him next season. So thank you and have a good night. And shout out to Adam Pettit. He put on he was making me sweat.
All right, man. Once again, congrats.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Before we get to Adam, I saw something really interesting in the channel. Brady Price posted, and I cannot believe this. Nobody got an instant point that race.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome.
Wow.
Especially at a track like that.
I don't think I've
off to those
ever,
guys.
on any single track, whether it be a short track, a super speedway, a mile and a half, I don't think I've ever seen a field this big have 0 exit for the whole field. That is absolutely insane. And it's also cool. If I'm up here for a reason now, not down there racing now, because this season did not start good at all. It was a mess. I'll just leave it PG. I'll leave it at that. So to see them come into this race right for the playoffs, and every single driver out there, all 20 plus of them have 0x, that's insane. Really look forward to these playoffs now with these guys, see what they can do. At least it's not easy tracks coming up. I mean, you got Bristol and Indy coming up, and those tracks they're not easy.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see 0x at Bristol, but what?
No, we're gonna see 10% Bristol.
Absolutely, but what we're gonna see right now is Adam Pettit join us in the booth, and Adam tried to save enough fuel, and just seems like you just little bit short there to be able to push as hard as you wanted at the end. Take us through your race.
I saved too much.
Saved too much.
I saved too much. Yeah. I had about, I don't know, 2.5 seconds on Joe, and he got to me, and I don't know, would think he was within like, I don't know, half a second or a second. And my calculator was still showing that I was like 0.3, 0.4 to the bad. So I started clutching it going into 3, and he was able to get around me, and I'm thinking to myself, like, how the hell is he going to get there if I can't even get there? And And then when it came to like 2 laps to go, it was like I'm +3 or 0.3 to the good. I'm like, are you kidding me? I saved too much fuel. So, but overall, it was fun. It was fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I didn't have the speed. Otherwise, this is not one of my better tracks. So, if this time I'm gonna get a podium finish, I'll definitely take it.
Yeah, man, I was kind of surprised to see you out here. Usually, you're not out here racing trucks. Usually, we see you Thursday night in Arca, so it's pretty cool seeing you out here in trucks. Usually, I'm out there on track with you, not up here broadcasting it. So,
Yeah, I got some new sim equipment. I got a new wheel and pedals, so I was like, well, let me put these through its paces so I can be ready for Thursday night, and everything held up just great. So
also loving the paint scheme. Love
thank
it.
you.
I know it's been a year, but us race enthusiasts, it still kind of hurts. So, loving the paint scheme, loving the tribute.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So, what is your outlook on, since you are one of our ARCA, or should I say one of my ARCA regulars, being it's myself and Steven's series there that we go ahead and admin. How's your outlook for our race coming up here on Thursday?
Honestly, being locked into the playoffs, I haven't given it too much thought other than just want to go out there and still be somewhat competitive. I'm more working on Indy because that's when our season kind of I guess gets started again. And obviously Pocono is a good warm up for that because they're flat tracks. Momentum is key. I haven't been good at those, so don't expect me to be up there anywhere near the front at Pocono nor Indy. Just gonna try to have a decent finish, and then obviously make it through Bristol. But then we get to some of my favorite tracks there at I think we had Charlotte or Homestead or something like that.
And then Charlotte. Yep.
There we go. So yeah, for me, it's all about just getting solid finishes at those first 2 races, and then hopefully I can let my speed and my skill talk big games as we get to those 1.5-mile tracks, which are my bread and butter. But overall, it's been a really fun season, and just being a part of the playoffs in my first year is awesome, and I'm glad to be there, and just hope that I can do me and my team and the league proud, and just have good racing, and go from there.
Well, I'll give you the same piece of advice I give everybody when it comes to Pocono and Indy. Some people listen, some people don't. But
Give it to
my
me.
best advice is back the corner up more than you think you need to. Drive it like a road course. Slow in, fast out.
And
Ross
for
Chastain it.
all right, don't listen to
you
Isaac. Got
you
it.
can't, Isaac. You can't do that. That's why you and me, especially, cannot have nice things.
Ross Chastain it. All right, man. We'll let you get out of here, dude. Congrats on that podium finish tonight, coming to the Truck Series, and I'll try not to take you out Thursday at Pocono.
And actually, real quick before we let you go, if you have any friends, family, sponsors you want to shout out, we want to give you that opportunity as well.
Yeah, want to give a big shout out to you admins and broadcasters for this league. Kind of, Bobby, it was like you and I were talking earlier. Like, without you guys doing all the hard work behind the scenes, us guys that come out here and race, we don't have a place to do it. We don't have a platform to do it. So, you guys are doing incredible work. Thank you, day in, day out. You guys are always making posts. You guys are keeping all of us drivers interested and adding more drivers to the league, which I think just speaks volumes for everything that you guys are doing. So just keep it up. Greatly appreciate it. And yeah.
All right, man.
All
I'll catch
right,
you later.
brother. We'll see you on Thursday. You have yourself a good night.
Thanks, Bobby. Thanks, Isaac. Take it easy, guys.
No problem. All right, that will be the end of tonight's race. A pretty quick race here tonight. Ended fairly quickly. Not a lot of drama on the track. We had one little hiccup early in the race, but after that, it kind of settled down, and we kept it green all the way. Which, I mean, Kentucky's one of those tracks, once you get spread out with it being really single groove, not surprising, but for everyone to keep it green, especially on the cold tires coming on pit lane, was a plus. And Joe Robert gets his first win of the truck season, gets some much needed momentum going into the playoffs next week at Indy. And we'll have a list of all the playoff drivers I'm pretty sure me or Jeremy's going to do something with SDK where it's going to show who's in the playoffs and who's not. But keep tuned for that, and we will catch y'all tomorrow with the Cup Series starting around 8? No, finishing around 12. Right?
Cup Series is going into the
They're gonna finish around the 12 tomorrow night at Kansas. So, yeah, finish.
Yep, you're right. You're right.
So, Xfinity was a pretty exciting race. So, next gens are going to be a lot more fun. It's going to be interesting to see who does what with paint schemes and who's going to realize you have to change your paint scheme. We might see some goofy looking paint schemes out there because people are going to forget to change their template. So,
yeah, I was not thrilled knowing that my beautiful, absolutely beautiful cutscene car done by SimRap Market no longer is a viable option. I was somewhat able to save Zach's, thankfully, so he'll be able to run that for the rest of the year.
I had a really cool looking Mako Tools paint scheme for my Arca car, and they changed the template. I did not realize it, and that car looked like dog water. So I have been there.
Dude, let me tell you something. I cried because Cameron is going through some personal stuff right now that I won't get into, but I wish him the best, but unfortunately he's not going to be able to update anything for me for a while, so I'm just going to be out there in a little home done paint scheme just to get me through the rest of the season and go from there, I guess. Not much else of a choice I got.
All right, well, y'all tune in tomorrow night. As like I said, the Cup Series will be going live at Kansas for the round of 8 and a round off the week. The Arca Series will have their last race of regular season. You hear Mr. Pettit talking about it. Will be going live from Pocono. Not my favorite track. Don't like Pinocchio, but we'll get that track done before we start our playoffs there in the Arca Series. And I think once the playoffs start for Arca and Trucks, I think they're going to mirror each other from here on out. So this will be the last week we have where Truck and Arca race in different tracks. And then after this week, we're going to basically mirror the Truck schedule for 4 final weeks of racing before we take a 2 to 3 week break before we start our 4th season, I think we're going on now.
Yes, it'll be our 4th season.
So y'all tune in for that, and we'll catch y'all next time.
Trying melatonin and different sleep aids, and nothing has worked for me. Nothing.
This stuff works.
And it's called Cutscene.
This stuff just feels like I naturally am falling asleep.
And it's made for us gamers.
Trust me, from a streamer and gamer like myself, I know how hard it is. Cutscene helps the gears stop turning.
Oh my god. I feel like I'm drinking lemonade.
This actually also helps you put yourself into a routine.
This stuff has been such a game changer for me.
And then you just have a great night's sleep. And when I woke up the next day at 7 or whatever time it was, I just felt like I slept through the night.
This is not BS. This is legit clean stuff.
It's sugar-free. It's gluten-free. It's natural. It's vegan.
I love drinking it on my last game of the night.
Enough! It works! It's good!